Alright, shalom, shalom. I want to start off by giving all glories on praise and fear to Father YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, BAHASHAM, QADASH. I also give the bonus to Apostle and Elder Muslim who do well. This brother could come, member of the Great Muslim Atlanta camp. We're back again today with my video. This is going to be called Tribe of Benjamin Breakdown. Tribe of Benjamin Breakdown. And, the tribe of Benjamin, we you so-called West Indians, okay? You Jamaicans, you Bahamians, Cayman Islands, St. Croix, and all that, man. Okay, all those good West Indian islands. Okay, now, I grew up around the tribe of Benjamin. My mother happened to be a Benjamite, so I listened to a lot of Benjamite music. I grew up on Benjamite music, so I know a lot about Benjamite culture, especially regarding to their, music, food, and so on and so forth. Now, even within the tribe of Benjamin, okay, one thing I will say is that that small island compacts a lot of history and a lot of scattered Israelites, because you will have Israelites in the land of Jamaica who might look like a so-called Chinese man, which they call him Chinese, okay, but he's acting like a straight Jake, speaking straight patois, okay. So, we understand, which is not going to be a breakness, once again, an overview, because the spirit has it to where, the head of the GMS Atlanta camp, okay, the Bishop Tazwam is getting on us for what? Getting into these breakdowns, especially the 12 tribes chart. Why? Because I believe the masses of people are about to come into the truth. You have fucking bug outs like Alazar, he's talking about how he's not even Hebrew Israelite anymore. The scriptures say what smite the sheep and smite the shepherd and his sheep will scatter. Okay, so, these people are looking for answers. You have these certain crypto bills coming up, the Genius Act, which just got signed, uh, you know, Clarity Act, so on and so forth. Rex 84 is on the rise. So we are going to have to know these breakdowns in order to tell Jake who they are and why, okay, this sign is important. Okay, we try to grab that, and then, we'll go from there. Let's see if I can... There's a book of Ezekiel. Let's look for that. There's a book of Ezekiel 37, verse 15. The word of the Lord Yahweh came again unto me, saying, Son of man, moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick, which is talking about 12 tribes chart, and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel and his companion. And why doesn't the Heavenly Father tell us, okay, to write for Moab and his companions? Like, come on now, man. Come on. It's very, very, very easy to see, okay, that the nation of Israel is the only nation that will receive salvation here upon the earth in the latter days, bro. All right. It doesn't say the children of Edom. It doesn't say the children of Ishmael. It doesn't say the children of Sheth. Okay, no, it says what? The children. It doesn't say children of Ham. Right upon a third stick, the children. No, it says these two sticks, Judah and Ephraim. Okay, for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions, take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions, and join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thy hand. Okay, he's talking about the 12 tribes chart right here. When you teach, you're supposed to have with the 12 tribes chart out there, 18. And when the children of Israel, and when the children of thy people, who the children of Israel, okay, Ezekiel's the Israelite, will thou show, Ezekiel 37, verse 18, and when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, will thou not show us what thou meanest by these? The fuck? What the hell is going on? It says, say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahawah, behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribe of Israel, his fellows, and will put them with him, even the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in thine hand. Yeah, exactly. So it's going to be one in thine hand. Okay, meaning what, these tribes are going to come together. Okay, they're going to morph into one. It should be, whole nation of Israel, which would be on this side, but it'll be basically official in the kingdom of heaven. Okay, because our people were scattered okay, were split after the death of Solomon through Rehoboam and Jeroboam, okay, which the 10 tribes came over here, according to Second Ezra, the 13th chapter, all right, on ships under the under the Horn of Africa, okay, but you also had certain Israelites within the land of Israel, okay, up until the Romans, which fled into Jerusalem, okay, during 70 A.D., okay, and were brought over here on slave ships, which is known as the transatlantic slave trade. So it was people who were brought over here to the Americas and the West Indies and Haiti, so on and so forth. Those would be the tribes of Judah. Okay, keep it simply put. You so-called Benjamites, you so-called Jamaicans, West Indians, you so-called Negroes, which would be the tribe of Judah. You so-called Haitians would be tribe of Levi. But anyway, this video is about the tribe of Benjamin, which the word Benjamin, okay, in the Hebrew is ba yum yum, uh, bunyum which means son of the right in the Hebrew. Okay, bunyum, which means son of the right. In order for you to find out where the so-called Benjamites would be in the latter days, you have to understand what nation of people is doing what and what Jacob said, okay, where he would be able to find them in the latter days, because it's all prophecy. Okay, tribe of Benjamin being located here upon the earth in the latter days is all prophecy. Okay, Genesis 49 verse 1, it says, and Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the latter days. Okay, so let's see, man, where Benjamin would be in the latter days. This is Genesis 49 verse 27. Benjamin shall raven as a wolf. Okay, where word raven basically means to utter, to tear, or to utter. Okay, in the morning he shall devour the prey, talking about when Yahawashai gets back. Okay, and at night he shall divide the spoil. Okay, so that word utter, okay, basically means that word raven means to utter or to tear. He's talking about what Benjamin speaking about songs of Babylon. Okay, speaking songs about their captivity, which there's many, many songs. Okay, you can go into. Okay, you can have let's see, Armageddon by Bunny Wailer's a good one. Shit. Israelites by Desmond Baker. Bob Marley has a good one. Buffalo Soldier. Taken from stolen from Africa, brought to America. You have other ones, them belly full, but we're hungry. Which goes into Job the 20th chapter, just the rich being full off of the poor people, being you so-called Israelites. That's why Lord said, "What blessed is the poor, blessed is the meek." Okay, let's see, I believe that's Matthew's the 6th chapter. Grab my quick. I don't need to be all over the place, but other songs as well by a famous Jamaican artist would be by Capleton, That Day Will Come. From another one from Bob Marley is The Heathen Back Against the Wall, which my Matthews 5 is yanked out of my Bible, unfortunately. I don't have my other Bible on me. It's okay, y'all can look it up. So this is what Benjamin will be doing in the latter days. They'll be ravening or uttering about, okay, the destruction of Babylon, which Babylon being what? America, okay, which is decoded, okay, if you can go through history and prophecy to fit who would be ruling in Babylon, who will be ruling Babylon, Esau or Edom, the so-called white man, aka our evil twin brother, okay, according to Genesis 25th chapter, okay, he'll be ruling here in Babylon, all right, in the latter days, okay, which will be brought down by people ignorantly called Jesus Christ, which his name is Yahawashai. Okay, it says, Benjamin shall raven as a wolf. In the morning he shall devour the prey, and at night he will divide the spoil. Okay. A wolf would raven or howl and cry out. Okay. So, when you see a pack of wolves, they howl. They say, oh, right? So this is what Benjamin was doing, especially during the 80s, 70s. Okay, not so much even the 90s, because 90s really had like dance hall. All right, but like even old school Jamaican ska music, Dennis Brown, Barris Hammond, there's a lot of good Jamaican artists. Sizzla, which they always, go off. They talk about that Rastafari bullshit, but Israel is ignorant. But now the truth is on the earth. Scriptures say in 1 Corinthians 4 chapter, the Lord has sent the apostles out last. Okay, so you had these pro-right black movements. Okay, you know, Benji picking up on it and still singing, yapping about it. Free the blacks and Negro and so on and so forth. Okay, but they didn't fully understand or grasp it. Which even have certain Benjamite singers now who they'll even acknowledge themselves as being a part of the 12 tribes. You have actually a community down there in Jamaica which is known as 12 tribes. It's some Rasta bullshit. But they know that they're a part of the you tribes of the nation Israel. Okay. They have a zeal, just not according to knowledge, going to Romans the 10th chapter. All right. So yes, this sign is accurate. And you will have Benjamin pop up the camp and tell you, that he knows that he's Benjamin. Because that's not even a hard thing to grasp. Okay. It says, a wolf also howls before he hunts. Okay. And it says, what? In the morning he shall devour the prey. Who's the prey? Esau or Edom. Okay. Right now we're the prey. Okay. But soon Esau will be the prey. Okay. And it says, in the morning, talking about when Yahawashi gets back. See if I can grab a precept for that. 1 second. This is John 9 verse 4. I must work of him that sent me while it is day. The night cometh when no man can work. Yeah, we're talking about when the kingdom of heaven. Okay, so you do the work now. Okay, in the day, so you can rest in the night. You see, shall devour the spoil. Yeah, because we're gonna receive everything. Okay, that you've eaten up. Okay, eat the rich, as the saying is. It says tonight is really Esau's end. Deuteronomy 33 verse 12. And Benjamin, he said, beloved of the Lord Yahawah shall dwell safely by him. Yeah, Benjamin is what the youngest child of Jacob, right? It says, and the Lord Yahawah shall cover him all the day long, and he shall dwell between his shoulders. Yeah, Benjamin is probably one of the closest tribes when it comes to being in tune and tapped in with the spirit. Benjamin is a very heavy spiritual tribe. All their music, well, not anymore. Scripture going to Ecclesiastes 12th chapter. The Lord's holding Benjamin nigh unto him. Even before this Israelite thing got very, very popular. This thing of ours, as the Apostle Kabar says, that the truth got very, very popular amongst we see now it's everywhere: TikTok, Twitter, so on and so forth. YouTube, which is the unicorn. The internet itself is unicorn, but YouTube is the main platform that we use to push the truth. Even before then, Benjamin was speaking about this thing, man. Okay. I remember my uncle, he told me I was an Israelite. I didn't understand it fully, and he's from the tribe of Benjamin. On my mom's side, it says Benjamin was the youngest. He also was the heaviest, toward the spirit of the Heavenly Father. Genesis 33 verse 12. Benjamin, he said, the beloved of the Lord Yahawah shall dwell safely by him. The Lord's going to keep Benjamin close to him. And you see that. Okay. And the Lord Yahawah shall cover him all the day long, and he shall dwell between his shoulders. Even I was watching the breakdown of the Apostle Tahar, going to the tribes, with the Apostle Ramlab and the Apostle Kabar. He said what? That Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahawashai, basically is holding him close, like as you hold a box, so, Benjamin's in the arms of the Heavenly Father, man. All right, that's why they had such a heavy spirit to cry out against the atrocities and the, things that Esau has done, okay, towards the Lord's people, okay, which you will soon pay for. But, yeah, that's everything. Lord's will, this video is edifying, just a little overview of the tribe of Benjamin. With that one, say Shalom and call Halim La, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. And with that one, say Shalom. Lord's will, this video is edifying. Lord, you enjoyed it. Shalom, Shalom.